Yes, sir, yes, sir. Welcome back to the Bengals video. We're doing 2 round motion right today. 2 round. You get double the picks today. We did not decide the order, so I'm taking pick three. What do you guys want?
There's no one or two.
I guess I'll take one, I guess.
All
Oh
right,
yeah.
Fierce. You
All
feeling
right.
spicy, a little popular today?
First overall pick,
I used to pick 5 for 2.
yeah, obviously it's Diego Pavia, the QB1 of the draft. But
Get rain, bro.
we're gonna go ahead, just secure the future.
He's not 6 foot.
There's not a lot, obviously. Yeah, they're lying, bro. This guy is literally 5'9". He's actually a midget, but he can read the field. This is the next Drew Brees.
All right. Well, so who you
Yeah.
feeling, Fierce? Who you feeling?
Or go ahead and get Mendoza. Go ahead and grab Mendoza. He's what they need. He's what they want.
All right, so that's what you got. What you got for us at pick 2 with the Jets?
Man, the Jets are trash, bro. They just traded everything, but now they're going to get good players. They're going to pick Arvell Reese.
Dog.
No, man, you know what I'm saying? Linebackers don't go aside, but he's really, really going to be there to rush the passer, and he can still cover. So
Tweener.
he's a nice player.
Cardinals here. I think when you're a team that's as ass as the Cardinals, you really just need everything. You got to trade your players that's just not really been working out. So we're gonna go trade here and trade Martin Harrison Jr. to the Broncos for a second round pick.
More accurate.
But with this pick here, I think building up the O line as the first thing you do, it's probably the best thing you can do. And I'm probably going to go Francis need to go here. Maybe a little bit undersized, but you can climb in the guard if it really does become a struggle. But yeah, I think O line, first pick during your rebuild, never a bad idea. Build a good O line around the quarterback of the future.
So,
Yep. We go on. We look at the Titans here. I mean, obviously, there's another team where it's got a lot of people, a lot of holes to fill, but it also has a bright future. Honestly, I think they go ahead and really just get Cam Ward. He suffered from the disgusting amount of drops this year, and he just, he didn't really have people that could run routes, space the field, do all the wide receiver things. So what do? They go and get, I wouldn't say consensus wide receiver one, but I think, this it's between two guys for me. And honestly, I just think this guy fits better with what the Titans need at the moment. And that would be Jordan Tyson from Arizona State.
That's a good pick right there.
Look, bro, I find it interesting, bro. People say Cam Ward has no help because people travel, but Bo Nix, bro. Bo Nix is just trash, right? His receivers drop the ball more. All right, anyways.
Guys, he's throwing a little Jordan Humphrey, bro.
What?
He's throwing to Frank Crum and all line, man. Little Jordan Humphrey.
Check out Little Jordan Humphrey highlight reel, bro. It's going to change your mind. Anyways, the Giants, they take Spencer Fano. You know what I'm saying? You want to protect Jackson Dart because, he's already had like 5 concussions, so he's probably going to have like early retirement. So protect him.
As one great Bengal said, he already does enough to hurt himself. So I think here we're gonna go Cornell Tate. Like I was thinking about, you probably want to go O-line here, but with the new head coach that came in, it was someone who liked Shadur during the pre-draft process. So I think that's a good thing for Shadur. I think that means he's gonna get playing time. Nice. It might still be Deshaun Watson just because they paying him so much money. You kind of have to throw him out there. But
yeah,
I think Cornell Tate here, he's a safe, big body guy. I don't think he's would have been my pick here if I was the Browns, but I think this is gonna be the pick if it were to happen this way. But I think he's a big body guy. Someone's gonna be reliable down the field. Does he have the explosive traits? That's still to be seen. Can he be receiver one in the league? That's still to be seen. But I think he has the tools to make it happen.
Hey, All right, this next pick here, I think this is actually something that could and should happen. I think, when you're in the commander's position, I think you're trying to, you know, replicate what you've done in the past. And I don't necessarily think that, well, there is a lot of personnel issues, but I think it just kind of was a mix of bad injury luck and, Jane Daniels kind of, being out and this most of it. But honestly, I don't really think his woes were necessarily from a lot of his support. Well, okay, I'm not going to say that, but I don't think that was the main woes of the team. But I think honestly, they just go out here and kind of get the best available and, just continue to strengthen up that the team as a whole and fill holes all over the roster and, just upgrade at positions. Ultimately, where they're picking, if they can get away with this, and get upgrade the position. So with that being said, I think they go ahead and take who I think is, probably the best player in the entire draft in Caleb Downs.
That's a good pick. All right, this is a dub for the Saints. Ruben Payne Jr. Because you know what I'm saying? That defense isn't great. You probably gonna have a couple people walk in free agency, and he can go inside, outside, super strong.
I think with the Chiefs pick here,
I don't know if it was for you guys, but no, it's definitely me.
I'm gonna go with the consensus. I'm not gonna go with the consensus pick here, which is Jeremiah Love. I think running back's position you could probably fill in free agency, maybe like not top 10 player in the draft. I mean, he might be, but even then, that's to be determined. But I think we'll go Peter Woods here. I think someone who is got potential through the roof, and I think that Chiefs D line really started struggling. I think that's one of the reasons why their defense is just not as good as it's usually been. Is they just could not get pressure in situations where they really needed to. Chris Jones, he was just watching Trevor Lawrence score touchdowns. Karlaftis can't rush a tackle. So I think they go Peter Woods, shore up that D-line.
For sure. The Bengals, I mean, oh my gosh, if the Bengals don't go and get some defensive players in this draft, I will murder everybody. Or Joe Burrow will murder everybody. So, I think there's not a lot of thought to it. They just go ahead and get David Bailey. Could arguably be edge one in this draft. And after they made the terrible mistake of drafting Shamar Stewart, who I was always really low on last year, I think they just go and try to rectify it and get someone who I think is a more surefire prospect.
All right. You know what I'm saying? The Dolphins, they need a cornerback. The Saints forever. They need a cornerback. And, I've been going Minnesota lane a lot here, but I think this time they'll go Jamal McCoy because he's nice. And, he has been – he's like he's healthy now. So, yeah.
See how he tests, if he does test. Cowboys here. Oh, there's a very fun pick here. If Javonte doesn't come back, but let's just say Javonte does come back. I think he goes Sonny Styles. Absolute freak of a linebacker. 6'5", plays like a safety off the ball. Can fill in the run game really well. This is a really good linebacker to have. It would be the linebacker one in this class if you don't count Arvell Reese as a linebacker because he's kind of more of a tweener, but I think this is someone who's really good. I think that D-line's improving. I think they could use another edge rusher, but these edge rushers that are still left, I'm not really seeing one of them go here. Cedric Fogg hasn't really produced much. Cassius Howe is undersized when they already got an undersized. So, TJ Parker's been standing out at the Senior Bowl, but I think the pick here, Sonny Styles, is someone who is going to be a dog.
For sure. I think we go and look at the Rams here, and obviously this is a team that is picking much higher than the team ability suggests. I think, the Rams obviously have a really high future, and they kind of have two options here. They could, start to prepare for their eventual passage of the torch to the next QB. Not getting a QB,
Oh, you're right, Carson Davis.
but yeah, but preparing, just getting ready to protect that guy. And I kind of like this prospect. I actually did remember hearing things about him at the beginning of the year, and he's been showing out in the Senior Bowl and been really able to, I think, grow his draft stock. So honestly, I think they go over here and take someone who definitely has the ability to reach these heights. I would like to see how he tests, but some like kind of different. But I want Max Ikenor or whatever, the tackle from Arizona State.
Oh, the dude that was boxing the Michigan dude.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He also put Dave Bailey in his ass.
Yeah, exactly. No, he's been balling out. Like he's looked really, really good. So
no, it was like during the season. But I mean, David Bailey just slipped on that play. Like, it was just a straight up slip.
All right. The Ravens. I was thinking Ione do it here because like we saw Tyler Booker go super high last time as a guard. But I feel like Zay Flowers just not doing it for Lamar. You gotta treat your MVP right. Well, you got to treat your MVP right. You feel me? They take Makai Lemon. Bo Nix MVP next year, but, you got to treat him right. Get him a nice receiver that doesn't fumble all the time.
Lemon didn't fumble. I mean, Makai Lemon didn't fumble to the Broncos. We're ending the video. Tampa Bay here. That defense, I think they just need some, juice of talent on that defense. And I think they do that by getting someone up the middle here, because I think that, in my opinion, is the best prospect they have. Actually, no, they have Mansur Delane. Yeah, we're going to go Mansur Delane here. Great at LSU, transferred in and was immediately the best defender, maybe the best player on the entire team that year. So, yeah. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
They were playing like two rookies towards the end of the year.
The Jets, I mean, you could throw a dart. You could be blindfolded and throw a dart at the prospect board, and that prospect would probably improve the team. So, I don't think there's anything, incredibly pressing. I think they, I mean, there's a lot of different ways they can go. Obviously, their defense, I think, is a big issue, and especially how it's looking now, they just have to do something. And in their position, while maybe for some other teams, if they weren't the Jets, then I think honestly I'd go with a cornerback here. But honestly, they just need an infusion of talent. They need someone who can make a difference. And statistically, the most impactful position you're going to be able to get on the defense is the edge. And I think coming here, we see the best player available on that edge that's still around, in my personal opinion, is Kendrick Falk. Actually, I've watching film on him. I just think that he's got that, prototypical NFL size and strength, and maybe some things that you don't see out of the other edge defenders left. So I think that he has the ability to be that, franchise cornerstone at that important position.
That's my pick, right? Mm-hmm. The team made this pick. The Lions take care of Lomu because, look, they didn't even make the playoffs this year. And, look, Jared Goff is good, but he's not like – he needs good pieces around him. So if you keep him safe, he's going to give you a good year.
All right, so I think it's time to stop letting Jeremiah Fuller fall. I think maybe he's a little falling. I don't like, people be top 5 prospect. I'm not, I haven't bought it yet, but I don't think this is a massive fall for him. I think this is where running backs can go and probably would go, especially in today's game. But I think he's just a great prospect. He's the best runner in this class, no far doubt. I mean, the Vikings here, their running back room is just old. They need some infusion. Aaron Jones, he's just not like that no more. What's his name? Well, boy from the 49ers, forgot his name, but he's just not a dynamic runner. He's not going to be someone who breaks the game open. whereas Jeremiah Love can. He's great at the backfield too. Give JJ McCarthy that option, and the Vikings. You got to look at it this way. What made JJ McCarthy successful? That amazing run game at Michigan. So he's got to build that around him this time.
Yes, sir. All right, I think this one is going to appease some people, and I think it's going to make somebody really, really, really angry. But, obviously the Panthers, they need playmakers. They just need people that are going to go out there and, turn the tides of the game. And nobody has done this better than Jacob Rodriguez this year. He's there's a certain point where you can't just look at measurables. You have to look at impact that he's had on the field, and he has made it clear time and time and again that he is this kind of baller and playmaker. And it's exactly
Did you say
what
CJ Ellis?
The real GOAT, Jacob Rodriguez. He's shown this ability that he can make these plays, and and I think the fans of Bengals have obviously been wanting this for a long time. So there's a fan pick. Okay, I'm gonna be right back.
Yeah, I don't even know what I just heard. Bro, I'm shook. Wow. All right, anyways. The Cowboys. They just picked Sonny Styles, right? They need help in that secondary. Avion Turl, someone I really like. He's a little undersized, but you know what I'm saying? He has real good technique. He punches that ball out, apparently. Good piece there.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say some more things off of him. Yeah, he had like 5 forced fumbles this year. Our corner, that's kind of crazy.
He is, bro. That's what I'm saying, bro. He is, bro. I like my corners hitting, bro. That's what it is.
He's a little undersized, though. Might be a slide in the league.
Don't matter.
But
Cowboys need everything in the secondary.
Steelers here, I think, I thought this was gonna be the pick that Pierce is gonna make before, he drafted that guy. Casey Concepcion. I think he's just a game breaker type of guy. Amazing kick, punt returner too to add to your team. But this is just a game breaker type of guy. He's gonna be someone. I mean, if they do bring back Aaron Rodgers, they hire Mike McCarthy. So I'm assuming they will. Assuming that they will. But I think this is the pick right here. He's a game breaker receiver. He's gonna be someone putting in the slot so that DK Metcalf can get one-on-one opportunities on the outside. And, Casey Concepcion's a great player. He maybe has a little bit of struggles with the draws, but, that's something you got to get in the jug machine more. Just got to work until it's solved. He's somebody I like a lot in this class. Hey, check out future receiver rankings video. I'll be dropping these next couple of days. But, yeah.
Where'd Pierce go, bro?
I guess I'll be making Pierce's pick here.
Oh, don't make Pierce's pick, bro.
No.
Yes, no.
All right, here, I'm making Pierce's pick.
Oh, bro, don't make Pierce's pick, bro.
You go, Pierce?
They just getting my sandwich, bro, and this lady was literally holding the bag. I should, take away my tip. She messed up my sandwich.
Yeah, bro.
Was your balls, bro?
Whatever. The Chargers are the Chargers. They've got Justin Hobo and
Justin Hobo, bro.
He's just really super horrible. So yeah, they need that inner O-line help. I think, the obvious answer is Ione out of Penn State. He's hopefully going to improve that thing. The Mekhi Becton experiment failed.
Nice.
Yeah.
This year, pick one.
Nah, bro. See, how can people hate on CJ Stroud this much, but Justin Herbert doesn't get any of this same flack for doing the same thing?
Yeah, you tell him, Pierce.
What you mean? That's if man.
Anyways.
Exactly.
The Eagles take Cassius how I feel. Ooh. He had the production. He should get rewarded for what he did this year and go in the first round. And the Eagles, bro. He's just an Eagles type player, bro. He's gonna work.
I'm gonna go with another Senior Bowl guy here, and go with if I can find him. Where is he at? He is not here. ¿Dónde estás? I'm gonna go Greg Dunker here. He's been someone who's also been balling out at the Senior Bowl. The Browns, no matter who your quarterback is, you got to protect them. That O-line has not been good. You got your weapon. You got your consistent weapon. Now time to just build the O-line. I think this is a spot where you take tackle here. There's a lot of good tackles that maybe you're not seeing as blue chip guys that like immediate plug and play, but I think Greg Dunker is somewhat good. The Iowa O-line was good all year. And I think he was the best player on that O-line. So, yeah.
Look at the Bears here. I think they, I have some opinions on the Bears, but, for right now, that doesn't really matter. Honestly, this is another kind of off meta pick, but I think, honestly, with the possible departure of Brisker and, this is a prospect that I've liked heavily for a long time. And, he's been a sleeper all season, but, I think they go and get someone who I think is totally has the potential to be a Pro Bowler immediately and make high impact. He was huge. He was a team captain for 2 years at Purdue before transferring over and then having another great season. So I think they go here and get Dylan Thieneman.
I was about to say, bro, if you take Tiny Man, bro.
He just took him, bro.
I know, bro.
Racinos hates Tiny Man.
Why? What's your beef?
I saw missed a bunch of tackles that one game, bro, and he's like, trash. Oh, my. Anyways. I'm a little set of signs, bro. I'm shook. Anyways. The Bills. Look. Josh Allen's kind of sad. But I'm pretty sure Matt Milano does leave. But I think I like CJ Allen to the Bills because they need a linebacker. And I know Josh Allen's sad. You need to help him, but hey, you can say the defense let him down sometimes. So CJ Allen is helping Josh Allen. Come on now.
Well, now I'm just gonna take Denzel Boston here, because that 49ers room is either not playing because they don't feel like it, or they're injured, or they're old, or they're leaving. Either one of the reasons, they're not playing football. So they got to go get a receiver. And Denzel Boston's a great guy. Well, I don't know him personally, but, he's a great player. He's a great player. He's really big. He has a massive frame. His route running pretty good. He has good hands. He made contested catch. He's a red zone demon. Yeah. Oh, look. Well. Look who the pig falls to.
Give a big speech about
wow.
It's give me 5 minutes.
Yeah, I'll keep it to a minimum so I don't get to a maximum. The Texans, they have to protect CJ Stroud, and they've had a revolving door of linemen.
They don't need a quarterback, bro.
And they don't need a new quarterback. He's still disrespectful. He's gonna be fine. They go out here and they get Emmanuel Pregnon, and they keep it pushing.
Nice. Good pick. It's my pick?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. All right. The Rams take Ty Simpson. Because, you know what I'm saying? Look, either way, if Stafford comes back, he gets some time to develop. He gets that extra year of NFL ball, you know what I'm saying? And Stafford's not going to play forever. It might be over. It might not be. Who knows? But if you secure your future ball, you get 10 more years for your franchise.
I'm going to come down here and get an absolute dog for the Broncos. Kenyon. Bro, PFF, fix your app, bro.
Oh, bro, you just hit it, bro. Bro, you beat it twice. Oh
That's
my.
his brother, Kenny on static.
Sad.
Bro, PFF, bro. This is why we don't let PFF.
Oh,
Bro.
what is that? What is that? I guess Patriots
Wow.
were found smuggling bad things into the locker room, so they lose their first round picks in this mock draft.
No, bro, they just drafted Kenyon Sadiq's twin.
Well, bro, like, bro, I was thinking first, bro. You're not going over there.
Well, anywho, Kenyon Sadiq is an absolute freak of a player. He is going to be very quick. We're not surprised if he runs under a 4.5. He's a little small for tight end, but he's still a plus blocker. You can play him in line, you can play him out wide. He's just someone who can move. He's got a good frame, he's very athletic. You see him hurling people all the time. And like I say, he's a plus blocker. I think that's something the Broncos need in that offense.
Yeah. Would this be my pick?
I don't even know what we're going to do, bro.
Just take that.
All right, bro. We just
Patriots,
Yeah.
you bad. You guys lose your pick.
because they're the easiest.
Because screw the Patriots. That's
why they got their pick.
The Patriots suck.
Thanks.
We need to, screw the Patriots anyway. Well, we're looking at the Seahawks here. I mean, this is just a phenomenal team, and
that's Blaze.
I mean, they are. They could go ahead and just continue to strengthen up. I mean, DeMarcus Lawrence isn't going to be around forever. I think they go and get someone who, was really high on a lot of people's lists early in the year and kind of fell off. But I think he's still a phenomenal player. I think they go and get TJ Parker here, and I think that would be a phenomenal add at pick 32 for them.
Well, PFF is stupid, so I guess it's my pick. Who the Jets pick? Well, I was really like, who let Caleb Banks fall as far, bro? But like, they don't take no Caleb Banks because they already addressed on bench day. They look for secondary. You gonna show me secondary, bro?
You're right there, bro.
Show me secondary, bro.
You're right there, bro.
Show me secondary,
you
bro.
You just move yourself, bro.
Show me the secondary, bro. Oh, wow, man. They take the hood.
There's no the hood, bro.
The hood, bro. Colin Hood is nice, bro. Colin Hood is nice, and he deserves to be picked maybe in the first round, but like, he got picked twice, so there we go.
All right, Cardinals here. We address that O line. I think what would the Cardinals need? And I'm looking through this board and I'm thinking of a name because I said before they're probably going to trade Martin Harrison to the Broncos. So I think I'm going to go Omar Cooper here. Yeah. Now someone who's dynamic after the catch, does all that dirty work you need him. I think has to watch back a little bit, but I'm pretty sure he's a plus blocker as well. And someone who gets open, in my opinion, was the best receiver in the Indiana receiving core. And I think whoever the quarterback is, they need somebody to throw to.
Sure. The Titans, once again, they're back on here. They've already got, their wide receiver room, I guess, shored up. But I think they just need to continue to try and protect Mr. Ward here. And I think, honestly, his ability but the possibility that he's able to play both guard and tackle. And I think that's kind of what the Titans need to do is just experiment and find what works. So I think they go into Hayden Proctor here, let him, develop in that system. He can go play with JC Latham. Did they even ever play together? I don't even know, but that'll be the third like top like 45 pick linemen that they've had. So hopefully this time it'll finally get figured out and they'll maybe get their protection packages figured out.
But don't forget receiver, running back, quarterback, Caden Proctor's game. God damn, bro! Look at the Raiders' needs.
Yeah.
So who the Raiders pick?
I can only wonder.
Mendoza.
Well, it's because I thought you took Pogba, bro. That's what. All right.
Yeah, that's the same position.
All right. You know, it's a similar situation. I feel like you got to protect Mendoza, but like, you also need everything on your team.
Yeah, lie into your D line before.
I think they take Caleb Banks. Because, like, Caleb Banks is, like, still good. And he had a good senior bowl. And, like, the Raiders just need something. You know what I'm saying? They suck.
New York here. I would take Chris Bell if he was healthy.
Nice.
That would be my pick.
Aren't they Jordan Tyson?
No, they tracked it.
Oh, Maui?
No, attack. It's Spencer Fan.
Oh, I mean.
So I don't think I'm gonna do that. I think maybe I will do that. I'm not liking this board. I'm gonna go with the corner, bro. They need Keith Abney, bro. They need corner. I'm going with Keith Abney here. Absolute long, physical guy. And Arizona State showed out a couple of times. That, well, how did you get both the picks?
Yeah, I don't know. Bro, all right.
Pause that, Kenyon.
We're looking here. The Texans, you know, glad that they got someone to shore up their O-line. Hopefully, I think they just need a different O-line coach too. And as Kaylee gets settled into the offense, they'll figure that out. But, you know, on the other side, we have to keep this defense elite. And we've got some older guys on that D-line that may not be seeing another contract. And I think just from, you know, a contract's perspective, I think we have to fill these holes in the draft. So, you know, you're never going to go wrong picking this kind of player. And that's a Georgia D lineman. So Christian Miller, welcome to the team.
Bro, you got your quarterback of the future, man. Nice. Hey, bro, what they pick, bro? What they pick, bro?
Oh, my bro. There's literally a bun right there. Cornell Tate and Donkeys.
They double dip and they take Freeland. Because, you know what I'm saying? I think a few of their linemen is probably going to walk. And, you know, Freeland, like, worst case scenario, you got two good tackles, maybe a good tackle, good guard, you know. Shador just needs someone to block for him. Because they weren't blocking for him.
I think I'm gonna go with Blake Miller here.
Nice.
I don't think that. I mean, I think when he did play, he was decent. Their left tackle from Ohio State. I think he was decent when he did play, but he also missed a bunch of time. Like he missed like 4 weeks, and nobody knew what was going on with him. Their right tackle, any progressions of being any better, and just their O-line really struggled this year. So I think I'm assuming that they picked somebody up in free agency as for running back. If they didn't, then damn, that's tough. But so I think they just gotta upgrade that. I think they just gotta upgrade their trenches. I think that's something that they struggled with this year, and it really came out.
So the Bengals, once again, hopefully this is how it goes. They continue to fuse that defense with talent. There's a lot of different ways they can go, but I think, honestly, I think this is one of their bigger holes. I think, you know, Cam Taylor-Britt he's a funny guy, but he gets burnt a lot. Josh Newton is just not that good, and they need respectable players at corner. So I think they go and get Cisse, and, you know, hopefully he's going to be able to, you know, add that ability on the outside to, you know, stop all those explosives and, you know, give Joe Burrow a chance to actually build a lead instead of having to play catch up, even though he's scoring 40 points.
That's That's a pretty good player. Who the Saints pick? Ruin Bang. All right. Here, they take Chris Bell.
He's not playing football.
A top 5 receiver. Facts. And the receivers, bro, I think Olave dies sometimes. They trade Shaheed. I don't even know who they have. So, yeah. When he's back, he's going to be nice.
They got Bailey.
Devon Bailey.
I forgot about Bailey.
Oh, this is my thing. Miami Dolphins. How do you do? I think they can't need anything. And this is a guy who's a first round type of talent. I'm going Manuel Warren here. I don't think their safety room has been that good. I mean, Minka is like kind of old.
Look at Guantanamo Bay. He'll be the second coming, I guess.
Yeah, we're going Manuel Warren. He's someone who's a good athlete. You know, he covers. I mean, Toledo, but like you said, bro, Guantanamo Bay. Like, sometimes these smaller schools, they do have those prospects that it wasn't just because they were playing against Kairos.
And Freaky.
Yeah, let's see. Who the Jets pick so far?
Oh, I got you, Pierce. Don't even worry about it.
Oh, wow, man.
Armel Reed, Cedric Falcone Hood.
In the hood.
Straight defense.
Yep, so.
Nice.
Yeah, straight defense. Honestly, I think it's time to switch that up. They're going to need to eventually address the issues that they have at pass catcher because outside of Garrett Wilson, I don't know who are there. I mean, and Mason Taylor, but
what about Dan Mitchell?
Yeah, exactly.
John Mitchell.
He's horrible, but I think they can continue to improve this position, and obviously, I think they're going to try and go get their QB of the future next year. And why not? I think this year, hopefully, they go and get the Mac attack, and we see some real production. But with that, we'll go ahead and take a receiver that I think is pretty good, all things considered. He's shown his ability to produce, so I can't think too heavy on it. We're gonna go ahead and get yes sir.
That dude's the worst I've seen in my life, bro.
Jeremy Bernard, anyway.
Yeah, I like that pick.
Anyways, amazing value. K. McDonald, he fell a lot. Just what I'm saying, like we drafted other dudes, but yeah. You need to help that. You need to stop that run, help that defense out, maybe a little pass rush out there too.
I think found the Buccaneers here. I'm pretty happy, man. I mean, Anthony Hill just fell to me. I think he's a first round type of guy. He just needs to upgrade his coverage skills, and you just got him in the Smith in the second. So I'm like, yes, sir. Thank you, Lord Jesus Christ. Amen.
Mm-hmm. True. Mm-hmm. Yeah. We've got the Colts here now. I mean, they kind of fell apart towards the end of the year, and it's not completely, they just kind of got bit by the injury bug, but they still have the ability to be a decent team if Danny Dimes comes back and he isn't like completely horrible. So, you just continue to improve the team, really, I think. And honestly, this is the guy who I was super high on all last season, and I expected him to have a bigger season this year, but I think he had a very underrated season that, kind of was unappreciated just because of, team success. But ultimately, I do think that he has the ability to be, a game wrecker. And I'm not really sure who these guys have on the other side of their other first round edge, but, I know that at one point they were lining up a wide receiver there. So obviously they need some pressure help. I think this guy can do it. So with that, we're picking Denise Sutton out of Penn State.
Hey, take Sutton, dude. We got the better Sutton.
He's nice, bro.
Nice.
Bro.
All right. What do you weigh? 33?
Yeah. Nice.
I thought that was me.
Falcons. Look, bro, I don't know why the Falcons aren't better.
They've picked elite players. Like
they picked it up to the end. You know what I'm saying? I mean, how'd you already know who I was going to draft, bro? They take Lee Hunter because like he's nice, and
Facts.
maybe you can like he can really do everything pretty much. But if he else stop the run, it'll have Jelon Walker and the Pierce dude. They it makes their jobs easier. It makes the
Yes,
second
sir.
job easier.
Minnesota here, and they need defensive backs. And
Chris Johnson.
you know what? I'm gonna say size doesn't matter right now. All right, and we're gonna go D'Angelo Ponds, absolute dog of a corner. I know he's only 5'2", 102 pounds.
He's taller than 5'2", bro.
But this is a great prospect. I promise you, if he was 6'1", he would be the number one corner going off the board.
No.
But what you mean? No.
Yes, sir. I like that.
Yeah, D'Angelo Ponds, if he was 6'1" or 6'2", he would be the number one corner off the board.
Coyden's pretty nice.
That is true.
Nice.
But
he's not better than D'Angelo Ponds. Let's see. The Lions here, I think, wait, actually, before I say this, can you show me the centers?
I don't think we picked the centers, so I think you're good.
Yep, okay. Yeah, so I feel like this one is a no-brainer for the Lions. I think literally Frank Ragnar retiring was, inadvertently one of the most impactful and devastating retirements that ever happened to a team. Yeah, and he tried to come back, and I think, they just he retired for a reason. He obviously knew it was time to go, and I think Dan Campbell, when they got to that point in the season, he made the call. He's like, "Bro, we need you to come back," but he retired for a reason. And they, I actually like the two other I do like their two other interior alignment. I think, even though they're spotty at times, they totally have the ability to continue to develop. But just the scheme they run, they need a good blocking center for those zone blocking schemes. And I think Connor Liu, coming from a really, really strong running school, I've watched them in person run all over my team. But
straight butt school.
Yeah, but I think that's exactly what they need.
All right. We've had to speak. There's no way.
Yeah.
Oh, anyways. Okay. So, looking at the Panthers, right? And they apparently addressed linebacker in the first round. Honestly, I'm liking the Miami dude here. Because obviously.
Which Miami dude?
The edge, bro.
Isn't Keon Sparks old as hell? Doesn't say his age.
They take the edge because.
Akeem Messador?
Yeah, he felt like he was making plays during the season.
I'll tell you why he fell apart.
He was making plays during the season, grown man strength.
Yeah,
yes, bro. He needs to be making
grown man strength, bro.
He needs to be making plays on Indeed and on child support and paying his income taxes.
Packers here, I think they're another team that needs secondary, but is there somebody I would like to select?
Yeah, bro, it's Chris Johnson, bro. Oh, Hawley's tough.
Or Kamari Ramsey.
Ramsey's tough.
They'll never know. Will Lee.
Coach Lee's tough.
Lee Muhammad.
Pretty Genesis Smith.
Bud Clark.
Smith is tough.
What's up, Bud Clark?
What's up? You guys are buddies?
Yeah, bro. What you mean, bro?
I do not know how to pick here.
Chris Johnson right there.
I'm looking at God to speak to me because I do not have a clue who to pick here. But I think we're gonna go with Chris Johnson here. I think he's a good prospect. Covers well. Is he at the Senior Bowl? How was he perform?
He ain't too bad.
He's not too bad.
He ain't too great, but he ain't too bad.
Is this the expert on the Senior Bowl?
Yeah, he's got some names. But I mean, you question the lack of competition with these smaller school corners, but as someone who's I'm pretty sure he's got a good size. Let me just verify that. 6 foot, yeah, 6 foot 195. Why is that every single corner this year's build? But he's a good prospect. You know, he dominated over there at San Diego State playing against Kairos. And I wasn't really sure, you know, what the Packers else would want here. I mean, I was thinking maybe interior D line here, maybe go safety here, but I wasn't really feeling nobody.
For the Steelers here, you know, this is a guy that I have a lot of, you know, I've watched him for a while. Him playing on Houston originally, and he was a baller there. I was devastated when he transferred, but he's been a baller all year, and I think very underrated on once again a team that maybe underperformed their expectations. So the Steelers, I've seen them just, you know, I've seen that secondary just be incompetent at times, and honestly, once again, infusion of talent, they go and get AJ Halsey here.
Nice. That's a good pick.
Well, Jalen Ramsey's back there.
Nice. All right. Didn't these dudes, the Eagles take one dude?
They took a tackle.
Yeah, they took
a
Nice. All right. What tackles available?
You got some good guys, you know, some bad guys. Caleb Thurman, he's all right.
Yeah, Thurman's all right.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think I'll take the tackle.
Oh, Trey Zillion. That's nice. Cage Casey. Apparently he's been doing bad at the Senior Bowl.
Now I'll come back to him. I don't know if it's cornerbacks neither.
What you mean, bro? It was like, well, actually, I know what to pick out. No.
Yeah, I'm good. I think they take the Vanderbilt tight end because what's his name? Rudy Gobert might leave. I don't know what's happening. And Eli Storrs does get the job done. Worst case scenario, we're going to have to be 2 tight ends. And, you know, 2 tight ends will probably help Jalen Hurts, but you can't really throw that far.
So apparently Chargers fans tell me that what his name, their center, is the worst human to ever exist on this planet. So we're gonna go with Jake Slaughter.
Oh.
I mean, I was thinking Sam Heck here, but you know, Jake Slaughter is also a really good prospect here. No, I'll go who's bigger. 6'4", 303. 6'4". Damn, by 3 pounds.
That's gonna make the difference. It's gonna make the difference.
So yeah.
I mean, this is like crazy that this guy would fall into the Jaguars' hands. He was a playmaker, he was a baller, and honestly, I think that I think he's. I mean, can we look at his size real quick? R. Mason Thomas, yeah, you know,
it's cold.
Yeah,
a little just a little bit.
I like this dude.
Yeah, I actually thought that guy was a lot like bigger. Because I was gonna say he could probably play. You know, I'm actually changing my mind because I look. He was thinking like he can move, like maybe play some inside, but
if you want someone big as hell, I got you.
Oh yeah, okay, perfect. Yes, LT Overton. You know he can, you know, slide inside, maybe play that 3 tech. For the Jag, because I mean, you know, the Jags, they have Trayvon Walker and they have Josh Hines Allen, but you know, they just need to continue to get dogs up front, and you know, I think he's just going to make the team better.
Bears, they might need to dread the safety. I ain't gonna lie.
They drafted one. First.
Why do you really hate Tiny Man that much?
But anyways, I like linebacker. I ain't gonna lie.
No, you don't.
Because
you really don't.
I think they got a couple old linebackers, and you know, linebackers quarterback basically, bro.
Like
so they'll take a high potential Deontay Lawson here.
I legit thought you were not going to go Deontay Lawson. 49ers. They get receiver first round. This is getting tough, man. It's getting tough. We're getting to this part where, you know what? We're gonna go with the smaller R. Mason Thomas here as a situational pass rusher guy. I get.
Yeah, I mean, this is a team that had like 16 sacks, so
yeah. And I mean, I know Joey Bosa got hurt and Mikael Williams got hurt. They're gonna be coming back, but I think for you as a team, you can really have 3 high drafted edges. Huh?
Please do it again.
Yeah, if you're just gonna get all 3 picks. Yeah, I did the math during the second one, but R. Mason Thomas, I think he's a situational guy, and we just saw his size. He's not the biggest in the world, but I think he's someone who can be productive off the edge. I think as Oklahoma he was. I think that he's junior year. What is he, a junior or is he a senior right now?
I think he's a junior.
He's a senior.
Oh, no.
Junior year, he wrecked that Bama game. I'll tell you, he was the problem that game. It can become a game wrecker. And this is someone who's going to be a situational guy, and I think having him go behind 2 guys could be helpful. This is your second round pick. This is not a first round pick. So, yeah.
Yep. The Texas, wow. I've gotten so lucky and I've gotten blessed up. We've done all this, and now I'm really glad this fell into me because I actually had someone very specific in mind for this pick, and I was going to ask you guys to draft me if I didn't have the pick, so I'm glad I did. So, of course, this guy, honestly, I know why. It's because he has next to no pass catching ability that he's shown. However, I don't think that's it. I don't think it means that he's unable to do it. I just think that he just, that wasn't what he's asked to do. And in this offense, that's exactly what the Texans are looking for. We have, I think Woody Marks is a great pass catching back, and he's a terrible downhill back. So, yeah, he has been doing it. But anyway, I think, this guy literally had like 1,900 all-purpose yards and was just tearing it up. So we go ahead and get Emmett Johnson here.
That's a great pick right there. Emmett Johnson is a dog.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I need to watch some film because I actually don't understand why he's not like the consensus like RB2. Like he played for Nebraska. Like he didn't even play for like a group of 5 school. So
basically is
Nebraska is literally in the Big Ten.
My pick.
Yeah, that's a big pick. Well, you don't have to do it, bro. You can go like Zachary Branch, Antonio Williams.
I really want to do it. The Bills take Kevin Coleman Jr., bro.
Yes, sir.
I really want to do it. Bro, this was nice, bro. This is a pretty good return.
Josh Allen, congratulations. You're not throwing nobody again.
Bills, bro. Bills, if you're a good returner, good field position, Josh Allen has to worry less. And then when your returner goes out there and catches passes, takes that 60 yards to the crib, ooh, even better. Kevin Coleman Jr. to the Bills.
I am very sorry to all the receivers I got. Rams here. Who do we have in pick him? Max. I'm not going to even attempt it. Ty Simpson. I think let's go receiver here. And you know what? Since we're going with underrated guys, I'm going to go with one of my underrated guys, Antonio Williams here. I think he's someone who can become a game breaker in the league. I think he's someone who can fit in perfectly with that Rams offense. With Sean McVay, I feel like receivers, I don't really worry separation about too much. I mean, I think this is a guy who can get separation, but I don't worry about it with too much when it comes to Sean McVay because he's going to scheme you open. Just look at Puka.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. Ooh, who have the Broncos picked so far?
We picked Keon Sadiq.
That's right.
Here's maybe like a little yeah. Maybe like if you want to throw in some fans, be like just like Trotter.
Mm-hmm.
Chris, what you think?
All right. What do I think? I mean, let's see. So obviously, I think the Broncos.
Oh, yeah, you're right. My fault. I forgot we got this.
Yeah, so we got some guys out there. We got some guys. We got some guys. And honestly, I really do think. Well, I don't know what you guys think, but I feel like JK is probably gone. Like
Nice.
I just don't think that they're gonna bring him back. But at the same time, I think they're faced with the same problem as the Texans, where they have a phenomenal pass catching back,
Nice.
but not really a downhill runner. And so I think they take this opportunity to take someone who, had many people at the beginning of the year had its RB1. And I think, he had a couple quiet outings that kind of drove him down draft boards, but I still think that the ability is there. I think he just fought through some injuries. And so
Oh,
they go ahead, they get some value here, and they go and grab Jonah Coleman.
okay. That's a
And
good
just
pick.
kind of like,
I'm getting a call right now. I'm getting a call. Arizona Cardinals are trading Marvin Harrison Jr. to the Denver Broncos for pick 62 and the third round in 2027.
I like those. We did it, baby.
wow. Huge move, huge move, huge move.
I wish I could actually do the trade, bro.
I want to join the Cardinals.
Of course, PFL. No.
Unfortunately, the Cardinal GM was assassinated last he picked up the phone. So, like,
They made us dope dress deep, bro. They got to give us one free trade, bro. Come on now. All right.
yeah,
We're gonna have the shortest running back room in the league, but it's all good.
I like this dude, though.
yeah, he's nice. He's nice.
Oh yeah, Patriots. They decided not to draft Jonah Coleman's twin brother this time.
Yo, who they draft before?
Let's see.
They have back-to-back picks.
What?
Oh yeah, that's right.
I thought the Broncos
How
had
did
Sadiq. Well, they take Zion.
Zion Young.
Because Zion Young is nice. He might be a little bit of thug, but sometimes thugs are good on defense.
Yes, sir.
Oh, is this me?
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Okay, so I'm looking at the Seahawks, right? They got a good roster, but they have the money, so I don't think K9 will leave. They went TJ Parker. Mm, mm.
They need someone to replace stupid ass Tariq Woolen.
Yeah, but there's no corners I really like here, though.
Yeah, I mean, like
Maybe Malik Muhammad.
Malik Muhammad kind of trash.
Yeah, Jacario Davis. I forgot
Devontae
about
Jackson.
Jacario Davis.
Jackson be pretty trash.
So there's not really a corner I like here. So I think we're just gonna go with who I think is probably the best player remaining on the board, Josiah Trotter.
That's a good pick.
I think I know Everett Jones has been playing really well, but I mean you always can use two linebackers. He's someone who's still young, so he's still gonna be able to ball out. They're just not gonna give us a second round, guys. PFF hates us.
Full results. Hit full results.
Oh, I didn't see that, bro. Oh, even there,
Yeah, even then, bro. I was supposed to like upload it, bro.
You guys are just gonna have to take multiple screenshots and like break it up.
Bad picks all around today. Starting with number 1 overall, Fernando Mendoza.
That was not trash.
It was Pavia. Why isn't this pick Pavia?
Yeah, exactly. Like,
bro, I think he's too low though. He should go up more.
Who let this guy sneak into the first?
Oh, man.
See, bro. What are you gonna do when he ends up being like good?
Then, damn, bro. Good job, my fellow Mexican brother.
Twice.
This is Kenyon Sadiq, the Oregon tight end, and this is Malik Moluik.
Oh, we got five losers. What was his like shiesty name, bro?
That's actually
Malik, bro, something like that, bro.
No, that's Sadiq Kenyon from Oregon State.
Sadiq Kenyon.
That's Senyon. That's Senyon Kadik, bro.
Senyon Kadik. Well, I appreciate you guys for watching. Throw some bad picks, some prospects you missed out on. Let us know next time. 7th round mock drafts coming out.
No.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh.
But we're not gonna know a single person. It's just gonna be some randos. With this pick, we're gonna pick the poop and fart
We're picking
guy.
Sean Campbell.
Sean Campbell.
Missile.
We're picking Jameis Winston.
Nah, Jay's
We're
hurt,
picking him.
Jay's hurt right now. I don't want.
Hey, bro, he can develop. He can develop.
In the second round.
He deserves to be in the second round, bro. Look at these dudes, bro.
This is not Luther Burden.
Look at this. Yeah.
All right, well, appreciate you guys for watching. Yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. This is the goal. He can't catch it, it's all good, though. Yeah. Bring his jungle, make it good.